How's it going, everyone? Sinister of the Gamer section bringing you another review. And today's review is Fighting Fantasy Classics Volume 1 for Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, PC, and Mac. The style of the presentation blends modern digital features with the traditional gamebook. Instead of relying on complex 3D visual, it keeps things simple with a page-turning interface that closely resembles reading a physical book. And one of its stronger elements includes the original black and white illustrations from artists like Russ Nicholson and Ian Miller, for example, which are well preserved and high quality, and it's available in a separate gallery. While the design leans heavily on nostalgia, it introduces a helpful modern tools, an automatic adventure sheet that keeps your stats as you play, and with a built-in mapping system, that records your progress through each path and dungeon, etc., etc. To enhance the experience even further, the game adds subtle background music with ambient tracks tailored to each story. These soundscapes add atmosphere without taking attention away from the text itself, and helping the overall experience feel more immersive. The resolution on the Switch version is 1080p in dock mode and 720p in handheld mode. However, if you're playing this backwards compatible on the Switch 2, and dock and handheld mode, they're both in 1080p, and on both systems, but both systems are locked at 60 FPS, flowing smoothly. The sound effects are okay, but not, expecting much. Overall, the presentation is alright, but not good either. Fighting Fantasy Classics is a compilation of read-and-click adventures. Previously released on the Mac and PC, you have to buy the books on there, but on the Switch version, you get all the books at once. And after you choose your book and you read along the adventure, what it's all about before you engage in it, you get to make choices to see how the events unfold, meeting a mysterious character branching paths that would, lead you to, different outcomes. The game handles combat and skill, depends on the 3D dice rolls, and where the outcome depends on randomly assigned to the stats and skills, stamina, and luck, etc. And it keeps the same level of challenge found in the original 1980s book. But to add the features, that makes the experience less frustrating. An automatic adventure sheet manages calculations, an automatic tracks your path, and a free mode lets you, go back and change decisions. In my view, these updates, make the game more accessible, it doesn't take away the attention and unpredictability that defines the original experience. When it comes to read and click adventure, I wasn't feeling the experience. I know there's an audience that loves this genre and that's cool, but this game to me is not really for me though. For that, I give Fighting Fantasy Classics Volume 1 a 3 out of 5. Thank you for tuning in to the best place for independent gamer journalism, and that is the Gamer section. Be sure to hit like button on the video, and please subscribe to the channel.